right? What do you want to do tonight?
The same thing we do every night, Pinky. Try to take over the world.
You might think that getting into the IT field is impossible without a computer science degree, but Tech Coach Ralph is here to prove you wrong. Get ready for some jaw-dropping revelations on how to break into this lucrative industry. Listen up, tech enthusiasts! Are you ready to break through into the IT field, but feel like you need a computer science degree to make it happen? Think again. Tech Coach Ralph has some exclusive, mind-blowing secrets to share with you. Get ready to be blown away by his jaw-dropping revelations on how to break into the tech industry without a computer science degree. So get your notepad ready, because Tech Coach Ralph is going to change your life forever. Buckle up, because you're about to embark on a journey to success in the IT field.
It's time!
Welcome back to another episode of Software Explorations, hosted by yours truly, Tech Coach Ralph, where we are, as always, engineered to win. We have a passion for engineering and we have a passion for winning, and we combine those together, and that's why we are engineered to win. All right. Today is Thursday, November 30th. 2023. We are one day away from December, the last month of the year, which means we have 31 days left to go before 2024. If we look back to the beginning of the year, when you made your New Year's resolutions, how are they? How close are you to reaching your goals? Did you give up on them in February? March, April? Where are we today? So, we are going to continue. I asked, what time did you wake up today in the chat? BP said 7:30 a.m. I've been up since 4:45 a.m. What? Yep, 4:45 a.m. This whole entire week I've been getting up at around 4:30, 4:45. And today was scrum day at work. So woke up, edited what did I do? Edited video, created a thumbnail, got a description, went to a jiu-jitsu class, 6:30 a.m. class, came back, got ready for work, tested out something that we were fixing before closing out the sprint. Helped another team learn about how to use our automation suite, led a retro. Then we had our sprint planning, and then got on a call that I'll tell you about a little bit, maybe about an hour and a half ago. And now I'm here. And then after this, jumping on another call. Like I said, we keep it moving. Because we are engineered to win, always looking for opportunities, always strategizing, not living off theory, but being practitioners. Here on the Tech Coach Rob channel, we are practitioners, and that is why we are going to explore the newly announced and released, not even fully available yet. It's in preview mode. It's in beta mode. We are going to be looking at Amazon Q. That is our goal for tonight, to find out a little bit more about it, how it works, how we can use it, how can we integrate it into our work and business processes. I was surprised, right? Over the weekend, I was tuning into this Shark Tank style presentation. Different people pitching their businesses, giving their ideas and stuff like that. And I was surprised that barely anybody was pitching stuff about technology and AI and stuff like that. It was very, very interesting to me. Give me a, so what's going on here? What's this? I don't know. This is annoying me. All right. So, with that being said, we are going to be exploring Amazon Q because me and Don, we are deeply working into some AI stuff to, you know, we'll be announcing it soon, right? We're still hashing some things out, finding out how we can add more value to you in your job search prospects and your job and interview preparation. You know, we're trying to see what we can do in that area, right? Because a lot of you guys get through your boot camps and you start applying and nothing, right? Like it's hard. It's hard out here. It is hard out here.
I'm in a bind, Nate.
Yep. Uh-oh. All right. I always, whenever this happens, I have to start the show. I have to stop the show. First and foremost, I want to say hi and welcome, Natasha. That is one of my best friends over there. We are working on some stuff together. We're just always trying to add value, all right? Always trying to add value. So I am so happy to see you here. I appreciate you.
I appreciate you.
And what we're going to do is, because we're talking about Amazon Q, we're talking about like how we can be more productive, how we can make some more money. So we are going to go for the green background. Green is for money. All right. So let me get into our announcements real quick. Let's go through our agenda and then we will get into the show. It's not going to be a break heavy show. I'll still put the timer to check the chat and everything like that. And I'll be looking at the chat throughout, but it's not going to be a break heavy show. We're not going to be like going on LinkedIn and stuff like that because we are exploring. We are putting on an explorer hat and we are going on a mission. All right. We are going on a mission. So that's what we're going to do. But before we get into that, let's go to our agenda. So first and foremost, I want to say thank you to all of the newest subscribers. I started back in May and I just crossed 400 and it's growing. And I'm so excited to be able to add so much value into your life.
I appreciate you.
I appreciate all of you. And it's fun. Like I am very, very introverted, but being able to share with you all about the things that I'm interested in and finding out that you guys are also interested in it, it is a pleasure. And we're just going to keep going up from here. All right. So thank you to all of you. And I want to say salute to my tech barbarians. You guys are awesome. You guys are doing amazing jobs. One of the tech barbarians that I'm training, right, that I'm coaching in a project that we're working on, I said, okay, I need a QA person to take the lead. She volunteered to take the lead, but she had no idea what she was doing. And I was like, okay, we're gonna test out this prototype, and I want you to write test cases, test it, and everything like that. And gave her some basic insight, gave her a template, and then she wrote out her test cases, and they were amazing. So I am so excited to see what comes out of that. And just trying to give you guys practical work experience so that once you get into that position, your eyes are not wide open and, getting you there to hit the ground running. All right. So shout out to my tech barbarians. Shout out to my data engineer in there who is working hard, learning, planning to create some content about the things that she's learning. If you come my way, be ready to work. If you don't want to work, run far, far, far away from me. All right. So if you are new here, or maybe you're not new here, but you are seeing there is great value in this content that I am delivering to you, please do me a favor, subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell so you can know when I go live, when I drop new content, right? Like the video yesterday about my top most used Linux commands, right? Stuff that I use every single day, my terminal commands, right? I had a question about that yesterday about how do you do it in Windows if you're not using a Mac, and I said, it's through the command line, or you can use PowerShell. You can install Linux on your Windows computer, whatever it is that you want. It's possible, right? So subscribe, notification bell, like the video, share the video, leave me a comment, interact in the chat. There you get to talk to my wonderful friend Natasha. You get to talk to my wonderful friend D, and the people who might be showing up later. Because Don works tirelessly, right? So if he comes up for air for a little bit, he might be here as well. He might even join the show. I don't know, right? I don't know, but Socks might show up. Who knows? I don't know who's going to show up, right? But when they do show up, I was not expecting to see Natasha tonight, but I am always happy to see her here. Amazing. All right. Just amazing. So, and of course, check out the Patreon if you haven't done so yet. You can even sign up for free, right? I'm still working on some content to some cut up, like if you sign up for free, right? You can still see some people are so rude with their cars. Although I used to be like that 20 years ago, but like I was saying, you can see the first 2 minutes of my new videos. I'm going to go back and update the older videos to give the first 2 minutes, but I'm going to clip up some of those to give like some parts of them, maybe 5 minutes of them, for the free subscribers, because I appreciate you guys too, because just by you going there, taking the time to sign up,
I appreciate you.
All right. So definitely check that out. And let's get into our show schedule. All right. So live shows. Coffee and Kata, Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays, 7:15 a.m. But this coming Monday, I might have to push the time up a little bit because I also want to join. I might have to join another panel for a discussion, right? So I'll let you know. I will keep you posted. And I'll let you know on Sunday what we're gonna do. But I might be joining another panel right after the early morning Coffee and Kata show, right? So on there, we look at some news stories and we do some coding challenges, and we go from there. Tomorrow morning, we're going to be continuing our learning Git branching and stuff like that. Sunday afternoons, software explorations, where we are going through Terraform. All right. And it's been great. We're going to continue with our VPC setup. Tuesday nights, Q&A sessions. On the 12th, which I'll mention a little bit more later, we are going to be doing the second episode of Cybersecurity Night with our good friend Nico Socks. And there you can also learn about the new Socks University coming out in January, on January 11th, 2024, I believe. What a great New Year's resolution. And maybe, just maybe, there might be some scholarships offered for it, sponsored by yours truly, Tech Coach Ralph. So we shall find out. All right. And then we have our Thursday nights, more software explorations, which is tonight, where tonight we pivoted. I was going to be talking about terminal and the commands and stuff like that. But I read, so yesterday morning on our news, our Coffee and Kata, we found out that Amazon released Amazon Q. So I said, you know what? We have to be one of the first people to try this out. You know me, I'm always in AWS messing around, and you'll see all the different things I visited in AWS once we share the screen. So much to do, so much to learn from AWS, and so much to learn that I'm like, you know what? Just learn Terraform and do everything through Terraform, right? So once again, Coffee and Kata, Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays, 7:15 a.m. Sunday afternoons, software explorations. Tuesday nights, Q&A sessions. Thursday nights, more software explorations. All right. And our pre-recorded content is Mondays, Candid Conversations. Learn about how the hiring process works on this past Candid Conversations. Wednesdays, Software Explorations. I shared with you my top used terminal and Linux commands. And Fridays, the Bug Bite, where we are going to be covering Southwest Airlines being sued over poor technology. And throughout the week, we have shorts, and I also drop a clip from the Q&A sessions Monday through Fridays. And last week, Saturday, I released a conversation that I had with our good friend Andrew, And most likely this Saturday, I'll be releasing the conversation that I had with Don on Sunday. So look out for that. So much content, so much value being added, and then once I get the information for the website for my friend that I'm building, I'm going to fire up another stream, probably on a Saturday. And we're going to start adding content to that website through WordPress. All right. So many things to do, so many things to learn. There is something for everyone here. All right. Something for everyone. All right. So what's up next? I want to give a shout out to Tech Niche Tips. That's the name on YouTube. I was talking to him at 6 o'clock Eastern time, right after I got off work. And, I'll give you a brief history, right? Last week, Friday night, I was, just hanging out, listening to Pocket Watching with JT, talking about more scammers and stuff like that. And I sent a super chat. And then, lo and behold, not too long after, I got a new subscriber, and it was Tech Niche Tips. And then he went into my LinkedIn and sent me a connection request. And then I was tuning in on his Saturday show that he was having. And, I sent a super chat to say what's up and everything like that. And he was like, oh yeah, that's Tech Coach Ralph. He's a senior QA engineer, and he knew all about me. I was like, what? I'm like, nah, that is a real person right there. So we connected today, and we had a nice conversation about our experience, our history, and stuff like that. So we're gonna connect again, and you'll see me jumping up on his shows when it's open and when I'm available. To we can talk about whatever and share some insight, and we'll do some collaborations going forward in the future. But it was a great conversation, and I truly appreciate. I love connecting with people who are productive and who are in the tech field, right? Because we can have he's in tech sales, I'm in QA, and it's like the work that he does, there's two sides to it, right? So what the software development team does, they build the stuff that the tech sales people sell, right? But then there's also the stuff that the tech sell, the conversations that the tech sales have, and the things that they need for their potential clients or for their clients. They bring it back to us saying, oh, can you build this? How can we do that? And then we provide them solutions as well, right? So just that collaboration, and he sent some people to me to talk about QA and stuff, and I've been able to help them and, working on different things. So it's just amazing how you're able to collaborate with other, they're more than content creators. We're more we might produce content on YouTube and stuff like that, but there is so many other things that we're working on and that we are trying to bring to add value to the space. So much negativity that we see all around us, but it's just a good thing to be able to work with positive people on positive things. All right. So shout out to Tech Niche Tips.
I appreciate you.
All right. So like I mentioned earlier, our cybersecurity Q&A is happening for the month of December on Tuesday, December 12th, 2023, officially starting at 8 p.m. You can catch it here on my channel or on Sox's channel. But me, I like to get the party started early. So, it's a little bit of party music, right? We like to get it started early. So I'll be starting around 7:15, and we'll hang out. We'll do our announcements. We'll see what's going on. Maybe we'll look for some LinkedIn jobs about cybersecurity. Who knows, right? That's going to be cybersecurity week again, right? So we'll probably investigate some more cybersecurity stuff. I'll probably make some videos about cybersecurity jobs. Who knows, right? But you're going to want to be there. You are going to want to be there. So that is December 12th, 2023, December's cybersecurity night with our good friend Nico Sox. All right. So now I want to have a little conversation with you guys, right? So let me tell you the story real quick, right? So somebody that I came in contact with on LinkedIn, they took a boot camp for quality assurance, for manual testing, and they were having a lot of trouble finding applied to countless jobs, having a lot of trouble. The typical story that it's a weekly thing, right? So, so then I gave them some pointers on their resume, and like their resume was bad. I'm like, all right, so here are some pointers. Here's what you need to do. All this stuff, right? So they made the changes, and then they were applying with that resume, and like the changes were like finalized maybe 2 or 3 days ago, right? Today I get a message. Today I get a message. Oh, somebody responded to my application, and they want to interview me, but they're nervous because like, oh, I haven't really been studying like my interview stuff and stuff like that, right? So I'm like, well, you need to interview prep. You need to do mock interviews and stuff like that. And they're like, yeah. And here's the thing, right? So here's the part that comes into. So here comes to be like the most important part of the conversation we're about to have, right? They told me that they reached out to their mentor at their boot camp, and I'm like, okay. I'm like, I hope it's not the same mentor who gave you that resume, right? And, But I'm like, so tell me about this mentor, right? Because you're applying for a job in QA. They're supposed to ask you interview questions, and you told me that they want you to answer, like when they do the interview prep with you, like they want you to answer word for word what the answers that they gave you, not like it's like you don't have a brain. Like although you're doing quality assurance, like they don't want you to use your brain to answer these questions, right? I'm like, okay. But I asked like, all right, so tell me about this mentor. Have they done QA before? Like, have they applied for QA jobs? Or have they been a QA manager? Have they interviewed people from QA? Like, tell me about them. Like, what is, like, what makes them qualified to be a mentor? So then that made me think, right? Who do you listen to? Who do you get advice from? What makes that person qualified to be a mentor? It's like me trying to mentor someone on how to fly a plane. Like, okay, how do you get into the aviation industry? The best I could tell you is go to aviation school, right? Get mentored by a pilot. That's the best I could mentor you into how to become like and go in about like how to fly a plane. I remember when I had got this like cheap little drone not too long ago. That like within like the first 5 minutes of me trying it out, I almost lost it, right? We had to go like 2 blocks over to somebody's backyard to find it. So I can't mentor you on how to fly a drone. So I'm like wondering like what makes this person qualified? Because if somebody wants you to answer verbatim, that means they don't know themselves. That they're just reading off a script. So just because someone gets a job as a mentor doesn't really mean that they're a mentor. It just means that that's the title that they have. Like, you have to. I'm gonna play off this, right? Patrick Bet-David has his book is coming out maybe next week or end of this week, something like that. It's coming out very soon, right? Called "Choose Your Enemies Wisely." Well, I'm gonna also say choose your mentors wisely, right? So many times we just accept things. We don't question things, like, and especially like I don't know about other fields, but especially in QA. You have to question everything. And here's the thing, like the biggest fumbles that I've had on the job, like where we have deployment issues and stuff, is because I didn't ask enough questions. I was like, oh, okay, this makes sense. And I didn't question it, right? So you have to question everything. And when it comes to somebody mentoring you, right? What does that even mean? What does it mean to be mentored? I don't talk about things that I don't know. I can go on and on about QA. I can go on and on about exploring software. I can like figure things out, right? Go on, like create my own dev Discord to like see, okay, how do Chatbot works? How does this work? How does that work? How do rules work? What's the difference between a personal Discord and a community Discord? Finding out all these things, right? But I can't mentor somebody how to be a doctor. Like, yeah, this is how you go and perform surgery. Like, no. Like find a doctor who's a mentor for that. Like reach out to like, hey, can you mentor me? I'm trying to do this. I'm trying to do that. What's the blueprint? I can give you a blueprint for getting into QA. I can do mock interviews. If you remember, like we talked about it the other day, or maybe a few months ago, Stephanie had a interview, right? She was studying her questions. I said, all right, let's do a mock interview. I asked her a question, started shaking, freezing up, not sure how to answer it because it wasn't the exact question that she was studying from. But so we went, sometimes we went twice a day. Sometimes we went like early in the morning until the day that she had the interview. And she got so much more comfortable. And then the actual interview was so much easier than, because I asked like not necessarily tough questions, but questions that make you think, questions that are going to like go outside the box to make you critical, like think critically. And if it was up to me, especially for QA, you would have to do a chaos camp challenge, right? I'd even let you choose it, right? But you have to do a chaos camp challenge, and I would want to see how you think through it. What is your strategy and stuff like that, right? But that's the part of mentorship, right? That's a part of coaching. You know? So that's like that's the part that I found interesting. Like, you don't know anything about this person. This boot camp just says, okay, this is gonna be your mentor. You're like, okay, sure, thank you. And then they lead you down a path where you are ending up applying to 3,500 jobs in order to be qualified for a refund from the boot camp. 400 jobs a month. Choose your mentors wisely. All right. So I hope you found that helpful, informative, because I don't want to see you guys waste your money, right? Those boot camps are not cheap. They are not cheap. So I want you to make wise and proper decisions. I want you to go out there and win, because here on the Tech Coach Ralph channel, we are engineered to win.
I mean, you know, all we do is win, man. You know that.
All right. So with that being said, we are going to move on. We are going to be getting into our show now. So before we do that, if you haven't done so yet, subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell so you can know every single time that we go live. Like the video, share the video, check out the Patreon at www.techcoachralph.dev. You can see what we have going on over there. You can get personal coaching one-on-one, or you can just sign up, see the amazing information that I'm dropping. You can talk to me in the comments, in the chat, send me your resume, all that, and I will definitely get it reviewed for you. You know, and like I said, we are building some technology that's going to help you throughout the job process to make it a lot easier. We're going to use AI and a lot of stuff, you know, making it available for you to help you out. All right. With that being said, before we go any further, we must do this.
Please offer me your energy. I ask of you, please.
All right. So let me get some water real quick. And we are ready to roll. So let's go and do it like this. On one screen, I have AWS open. On the other screen, I have PyCharm, but I'm not even sure what we need to do this, right? So let's take a look at this screen, and I'm going to put 20 minutes up, right? But we're just going to be like, we're going to be navigating. We're going to see how we can start integrating with this stuff. You know,
It's time to do.
so let's explore some software. So you can see like the stuff that I visited recently in my console. Amazon Q. I didn't really do much with it. I just went to the homepage to see if it's even available, and it is available, right? So we are going to be messing with that tonight. Let me do this real quick. Give me a second. Well, all right, hold on. Let's see here. Let's just do this. All right. So, yeah. So you see Amazon Q, EC2, S3. IAM for Identity Access Management, Secret Manager, Device Farm, AWS Amplify, CloudFront, Route 53, and there's a bunch of other stuff. And I'm a QA engineer, but I'm going through all this stuff, figuring it out. I've used all this stuff before. And, it's about growing your knowledge, right? But tonight we are talking about the newest chatbot for businesses, Amazon Q. Get rid of that. So Amazon Q is in preview. Changes may be made to the service. Find out more about preview. We don't need to find out more. What we're going to do, we're going to read real quick to see what is this, right? And I am curious to hear from Natasha to see what she thinks about this as we go through it, all right? So Amazon Q, empower your workforce with generative AI. Boost employee productivity with Amazon Q, a generative AI-powered application that revolutionizes how you get work done. And I'll tell you this, like we were meeting yesterday at work, and we're like, oh, how can we do this more efficiently? We don't want to do double work. And I was like, well, I'm going to be sampling out Amazon Q tonight. So maybe I can get it to do some of the work for some of the busy work for us, right? So that we can focus on developing amazing, awesome software. So benefits and features: streamline tasks in the workplace, extract insights, brainstorm new ideas, generate content and summaries, take action, and accelerate decision making by connecting Amazon Q to your enterprise content and systems. And then we have receive accurate responses with references and citations. I swear, we actually have someone who works on our team who receives accurate, they remember everything. I don't know how they do it, but they remember everything. Like, that is one of my favorite people to work with, right? Amazon Q generates answers and insights that are accurate and faithful. They said faithful. Amazon Q will not cheat on you. Faithful to the material and knowledge that you provide, backed up with references and citations to source documents. All right. Now, enforce security with enterprise-grade access controls. Securely provide access to enterprise content and data based on your users' permissions. Amazon Q understands and respects your existing identities, roles, and permissions. Boost time and value with built-in connectors. Deploy faster with built-in connectors to popular enterprise applications and document repositories, and bring actionable insights to your employees in one unified experience. So far, what I'm reading is there's gonna be okay. I'm not gonna say it, right. I'm not, because I don't want to break any hearts. But you know what? Here on the Tech Coach Ralph channel, we are reviewing this fast and early because we want to be on the front lines of how to use this, because we do not want to say, what don't we want to say? What do we not want to say? We don't want to say,
I'm in a bind, Nate.
I don't even know who Nate is, but I don't want to know Nate either, right? So let's keep going, right? So what are some of the use cases for Amazon Q? Streamline search experience. So ask Amazon Q, where can I find the latest brand guidelines for logo usage? And Amazon Q will find what you need without having to jump between multiple systems. Because Amazon Q understands follow-up questions, you can continue and ask for more help, like, where can I find different color sets of our logo? And Amazon Q will understand the concept of the previous question and surface the file location. Okay. If anyone is familiar with the Atlassian product line, right? If you have ever used Confluence, that right there is like spaghetti. Maybe like every single company that I've worked at poorly organized it, or maybe it is complicated as beep to use, right? I don't know. But because it is like it is like a maze to find stuff in there. Like you got to go through spaces and the search is weird. And it's so imagine if you can say Amazon Q. Yes. Can you find me this postmortem that I wrote or this postmortem that was on this deployment bug from last year? And then it goes, oh, why certainly it's right here. And I'm like, man, this would have took me like 20 minutes to find, but Amazon Q found it in 5 seconds. Cause I'll be like,
the fact is that I don't remember.
I don't remember where I put this stuff. I think it's complicated as hell. But now we have Amazon Q to the rescue. And one of the reasons behind Amazon Q being built is that they, a lot of the other AI platforms, they are, like they're not secure, right? So Amazon Q is built to work within your systems, right? So I guess it doesn't necessarily have to go out to the internet as much. I don't know. We're going to find out a little bit more, but I do think that this is great so far, right? So they can also accelerate content creation. Ask Amazon Q, write a compelling article about how professionals can excel at time management and keep the article under 500 words, and Amazon Q will quickly generate content based on your enterprise knowledge. So it's not just random information that is found across the web. It is information that is based within your organization to write this article. All right. And then it can also generate summaries. So ask Amazon Q, create a nicely formatted summary of this report about sustainably designed office spaces, and Amazon Q will generate a summary to help you understand the essence of the report, scaling knowledge and speeding comprehension. And then we have extract key insights. Ask Amazon Q, analyze these 2 car insurance policies and identify the main difference between them. Oh my God. Like that is great. Because imagine if you can ask Amazon Q to, can you like tell me the main differences between these 20 healthcare plans that we have to choose from? And which is the best choice and most cost effective? And Amazon Q will sift through the policies and provide insights so that you can make a faster and better decision. Amazing. And related services, Amazon Kendra. Oh, I gotta look into. See, I have to add that to my list. Amazon Kendra. Amazon Kendra is machine learning powered intelligent search service. If you are already an Amazon Kendra user, you can use Amazon Kendra as a data retriever for your Amazon Q web application. So I'm going to say this right now because I don't know if she's listening now or if she's listening later, but Miss Randy, message to Miss Randy, look into Amazon Kendra. On our next session, we're going to look into Amazon Kendra. That message is to Miss Randy, okay? Amazon Kendra, we're going to have to look into that. All right? So now you know what that means. You know what that means. We are going to click the button right here. We're going to click Getting Started. Let's go. Getting started. Oh. No, not that one. Your AWS account does not belong to any AWS organization. Please enroll in it. How do we do that? How can I get my AWS account enrolled in an AWS organization? I guess it would have to be part of a company. So let's see how we can do that, right? How to get AWS account enrolled in an organization. Let's see. Enroll in an existing. Okay. So let's say, how do we create an AWS organization? I can be an organization. Let's see. Creating an organization. All right, so I guess we have to do this first. So we are taking a pivot because we have to create an organization. So that's the first thing. Create an organization with your current AWS account at the management account. So you also invite one AWS account to join your organization. All right, so let's try this. Gotta do all this. Okay, so let's go here. And sign into, okay, so let's go here. And create an organization. Okay. There's no cost to it, so that's good. And okay, so let's see if I refresh this, what happens. Well, that was easy. I need the that was easy button from Staples. Let me see if I can. Let's pivot real quick. Pivot. Let's pivot real quick. Let's do this.
That was easy.
All right. So I just have to throw that out there because I was like, we're going to have to go on a whole mission over here, but we're good. So no users have been added to your organization. So we are going to go here, add an AWS account. Can I add my own account? Let's see if we go here. I don't know. Let's see if we can do that. Invite an existing one. Let's do that. You must verify the management account's email before you can invite. Okay, send verification. All right, we're getting there. We are getting there. So let me go check my email that I will not share on the screen. And let me go here and okay. So we got a second one. Verify your email. And we're verified. So you have, all right, so let me refresh this. I didn't read this. All right, cool. Here we go. Let's refresh that. And we are good to go. So invite one or more existing accounts to join your organization. So let me see if I can just put my email address in there. And I don't know. Oh, let me remove that. And that's an invitation. Nope, can't invite myself. All right, so let's invite our other one. So I'll use this one. And let's, so that's not, okay, so I have to create another account for that one. So let's do account name. And we'll do, and we will create an account. Do that. And now the account is created. Or it's creating it. And I suppose, like, to speak about Terraform, that we could probably do a lot of this. We could probably do a lot of this stuff in Terraform, but we're just not there yet. Right now, we're focused on the VPCs. Tune in Sundays at 2:15 p.m. Eastern time as we go through Terraform. Amazing stuff. And let's see, we go here. Do we need to, let me check the email. Let's go here. And welcome to AWS. For the next 12 months, you have free access to all AWS services within limits of the free tier. Oh, so that's cool. I'll probably start using that account to do my testing and stuff like that, right? But let's refresh. Is it done yet? Is it done? Are we there yet? We are there. Okay, let's see where we're at. So here we are. We have our account. So now if you go back to Amazon Q, we're going to go here and we are going to, now we can say, find users to access. So find users. Let's see. Tech Coach Ralph. Are we there yet? Still nothing. Okay, let's see. Edit. Add users. And we're going to do Tech Coach Ralph. Like, this is all on the fly, right? I did not try any of the most I did was look at the top line of the page to make sure that it was available. And we're like, all right, cool. Let's try it on tonight because new technology is where it's at. I'm having a great time. How do you guys feel in the chat? How do you guys feel in the chat about this? Tech Coach Ralph at gmail.com. Add users. There we are. Save. And it's active. So we are good to go. So I think now we're going to have to sign off to get back in to, we're going to have to sign off to get in as this new user. So let's see what else we can do. So let's see. So we're here getting started. And let's see. Okay. So I guess we can just go straight to creating application, right? Let's do it. Got 3 minutes left. Let's see how far we can get. All right. Okay. So, all right. So we read this. Okay. So how it works, right? Let's go through this. How it works. Create generative AI application, name your application, select a retriever, and configure data sources. So let's do this, right? I am willing to have the chat direct what we're going to create. If you guys give me what do you want me to put in? D, maybe? Natasha, maybe? Anyone? Bueller? If you guys tell me what you want me to put in, I'm going to try it out. So you can be the one who's building this application with, you can be the one who's creating this application with Amazon Q, and I will just be directing the flow. Or I can just come up with stuff myself. But, I would like it to be interactive because we are learning this together and I am having a grand old time here, right? So let's see. All right. So name your application, select a retriever, and configure data sources. Oh, I'm gonna have to find data sources. Maybe I can use my website as a data source. I don't know. Yeah, maybe I can do that. If you guys as we go through it, if you see anything that you'd see that would be a good data source, let me know. And we'll figure it out. Right. Enhance application, which is optional. Add plugins, configure global controls, and define topic guardrails. And then customize web experience, preview and customize the end user web experience to verify readiness to deploy, and then deploy web experience, configure access controls by defining an identity provider and share the URL with your team. And you know what? I'll even do this. If someone wants to come up and we do this together, I can drop the link, but we are going to go and do this once, and once the timer runs out, going to go through the chat, and then we're going to start figuring things out, right? So what I'm going to do, so I can have this up on the screen so you guys can start thinking about it. What are we going to name our application, service role name, I'll leave this up so that we can discuss that. All right. So yeah, let me come back to full screen just for a second, and then I'll bring it back to the screen. All right. So yeah, I love this green background behind me, right? I love this green background behind me because talking about AI and stuff like that, I can see the money rolling in, right? Because we like to do cool stuff, but we also like to get paid.
Lunch break.
Right? We like to do amazing software. We like to provide value to all of our customers, but we also like to get paid.
Money.
All right. So let me take a look at the chat real quick. Oh my goodness. So first, Natasha says, thank you for always bringing us practical info, Tech Coach. Hey, I have nothing else to bring, right? It's all about practicality, being pragmatic, and doing what you need to do to get to the next step. And my good friend D says, have a good night, folks. I appreciate you, D, for being here. And, let's just keep on winning. Natasha says, feeling good. Shout out to the new active organization. onwards and upwards. Hey, there's nowhere else to go. All right, there is nowhere else to go. We are going to infinity and beyond. And Natasha says, if you come up with the idea, we can feed into it from there. Okay. So we will do that. All right. And let me do this, right? I'm going to, and Natasha says, come through, tech barbarians and other cloud watchers, take part in Gen AI with Amazon Q. Always the marketing genius. I swear, always a marketing genius. All right. So what we're going to do is real quick, right? I want to do a quick job search on LinkedIn, right? I didn't put the timer up. So I'm going to put 3 minutes because we're moving. All right. We are moving. So I want to do chatbot developer. I want to do chatbot, right? Chatbot developer, maybe development. I want to see what comes up with, right? Oh, look at that. Chatbot developer for Photon in Dallas, Texas. I don't know if they're going to put how much to get paid, right? But what we can do is let's do chatbot developer salary. The base salary range for this position, 81K to 137K per year. Experience working with AI NPL for building chatbots with any one of the technologies, JavaScript, Node.js, or Python. And funny enough, one of my tabs open is about NPL and implementing a Python package that works with that, right? Let's see, is there anybody? I wonder if there's where's Glassdoor? I always like Glassdoor. Apparently, I don't know. Is it me or they don't get paid as much as we would expect them to, right? This is kind of low, and from what I can see, but I don't know. Maybe chatbot developer is not where it's at. Who knows, right? Let's see here. Senior mobile application developer, artificial intelligence AI solutions engineer. So there are some stuff out there. They don't really have. I know like the ones for New York and stuff like that have to put their salary ranges. Let's see, AI developer 59. That doesn't sound that much. I don't know. Maybe my I don't know. Maybe my standards are too high, but that doesn't sound that much to me. I expect AI to be like for the chatbots and stuff to be a lot more than that. Anyways, enough of that. Let's get back over here, right? Get some water first. All right, so application name. This will be used for the name of your application, only visible in the console. So, what application do we want to build? How about let's think about this. So let's start with one application, right? Then we can maybe build another one. So let's say tech coach Ralph website. Let's put 20 minutes up.
Let's go! Let's go!
Website, I don't know, stuff. Let's just give it some random name, right? So we're going to create a new service role, queue, business application. I'm going to leave that as that for now because I'm not really sure what they're referring to. Encryption, your data is encrypted by default with KeyMS key that AWS owns and manages for you. Choose a different key, customize your encryption. We'll leave that as that for now, and we will leave this stuff as they are for now because we're not familiar with it yet. I'm sure that we're going to figure some of this stuff out in Terraform, but let's go with that. So that's the name. Website stuff. Once we get a little bit more better understanding, we can start to filter down, like create something that's maybe more filtered down. Let me close this too, by the way. All right. So let's click create, see what we get. Oh, I know. Okay. So no spaces. So we just have to use hyphens. I should probably read the little small text, shouldn't I? All right. And we click create. They're creating our application, propagating IAM role. This will take 30 seconds. Please remain on the page. See if Don is around, actually. You might have some fun with this too. Let me see. Don has a great mind for this type of stuff. All right. So we'll see if he pops up, but we are provisioned. Let me close out of this. We know it's in preview mode. All right, cool. So now what? A retriever is an index from which we can get data in real time. To connect documents to your application, choose a retriever. So you can use native, includes a default capacity of 10K docs, available data sources, Amazon S3, web crawler, which is probably what we're going to need. Upload, so like you can like upload a resume, I guess, or something. I don't know. Let's see, Adobe Experience, Confluence, DB2, Dropbox, very cool. Drupal, Jira. I might connect my Jira to it. GitHub. We'll definitely connect GitHub. We're gonna connect GitHub. You can connect your Gmail, Google Drive, Microsoft Exchange. So there are so many. This is pretty cool, actually. There's so many different providers. Are you seeing this, Natasha? This is super cool. Aurora. I heard of that. Salesforce. ServiceNow. I heard some people talking about ServiceNow. SharePoint. Slack. Oh my goodness. This is going to be revolutionary. This is going to be revolutionary.
They ain't believing us.
They sure didn't. RDS, Microsoft Yammer, I'm not sure what that is. Microsoft Teams, OneDrive, Google Drive. You know what? I might start implementing this for like a lot of stuff that I do here. All right, so let's keep going. So you available index unit ranges from 1 to 50 units. Access pricing details on Amazon Q's document, pricing document. So let's see. What's the cost, right? Plans overview. Amazon Q business, $20 per user, which if it's good, trust me, that's worth it, because the amount of time it takes to go through because let's do it like this, right? I wish they had just a list of all this stuff, right? And we'll review the pricing details, right? But a company, right? Let's put it like this, right? So my company, they use S3. They might use Salesforce. I'm not too familiar with that part of it, right? But we use Google Drive. We use Microsoft, either Exchange or 365. I don't know if we use ServiceNow. We don't use Gmail. We use Slack. We use Atlassian. I don't think we use Zendesk, right? Let me take a look at it from this one, right? We use S3. We, web crawler, we have a website. We use Confluence. I'm not sure if we use Adobe Experience Manager. We don't use Dropbox. We don't use Drupal. File system, if that means like some type of, I'm not sure what type of file system they're referring to, maybe a local file system. GitHub, we use GitHub definitely. We use Google Drive. We use Jira. We either use Microsoft Exchange or Microsoft 365. I don't think we use OneDrive. We don't use OneDrive. Microsoft Teams, we don't use that because we use Slack. Microsoft Yammer, I don't think we use that. Oracle, Quip, RDS, Salesforce. I'm not sure if we use Salesforce. I don't think we use ServiceNow. We don't use SharePoint. We use Slack. And I think that's it, right? But I'm sure they're going to be adding more stuff as well. So this is pretty interesting, right? So let's keep looking at this. And $20 per user. During the preview period, Many of the Q capabilities are available without charge. What?
Thank you for your patronage.
Thank you very much, AWS. I truly appreciate it. So see the pricing, the preview pricing section below for details. Consolidated per user pricing and access via Amazon Q Business and Amazon Q plans are coming soon. So Amazon Q Business, $20 per month per user. So what I was saying earlier, right? Using all these tools, trying to remember where to find what and everything like that, it is super time consuming, super inefficient, right? Imagine if you can say Amazon Q, I need this, and then it goes through all those places for you and it finds it in seconds. That, my goodness, right? So is an expert in your organization's knowledge, understands your business permissions, get crisp, relevant answers based on your business data, streamline day-to-day communications, completes your tasks. Ooh, I like it. Let me read that one actually. Amazon Q can help complete certain tasks, reducing the amount of time employees spend on repetitive work like filing tickets. Ask Amazon Q to summarize customer feedback on the new pricing offer in Slack, and then request that Amazon Q take that information and open the ticket in Jira to update the marketing team, or summarize this call transcript and then open a new case for customer A in Salesforce. I mean, you guys might be terrified by this, but this is music to my ears. And I want to say this, right? But oh God, I have to, right? I have to, because I have to be honest, right? When I see a lot of these people come and says, "Oh, I want to get into tech. I want to get into tech," but I don't want to learn any coding. I just want to be like some other face to it. This is going to be your competition. This is going to be your competition, right? Because I can use so many of these things where I can just focus now on the core of like what I need to do, right? And like for little things, oh, Amazon Q, go do this, and it takes care of it for me, or at least gets me 75% of the way there, right? Go do this for me, go do that for me, while I'm like focused on what I need to do. Because a lot of times, and like for the people who are not actually building the technology, you're doing a lot of these things right here, and it might, I don't know. You know what? I need some insight. Natasha, what do you think about what I'm saying? I'm curious because I'm not sure. For me, this is beautiful, right? But for some people, it might cause some fear. All right. So enables enterprise guardrails, available through a web application or your existing application. Let me see what that one says. The Amazon Q chat interface is available through your own tailored Amazon Q application, or it is embedded into existing applications like Slack. I was going to say Slack, right? There's probably going to be, because like, you know, you can get to GitHub in Slack, you can get to Jira in Slack, and so many other things, right? So it's probably going to be like a Slack bot where you're like, Amazon Q do this, and it's going to go, and it's going to say done, right? And let's see, entitles you to use Amazon Q in QuickSight, includes Amazon Q in Amazon QuickSight, our popular business intelligence BI service. Oh, let's add that to the list.
Message.
Amazon QuickSight, because like we always hear about Power BI. Has anyone who's interested, who's a data analyst, looked into Amazon QuickSight? Discover new insights with your data. That's oh my God, like message to Miss Randy, paging Miss Randy. We are going to look into Amazon QuickSight because it discovers new insights in your data, summarizes trends in your dashboard, creates data stories from a simple request. I tell you, I'm gonna work heavy with my data engineers because the future is bright, and we're gonna make the use of all the tools, all the pretty tools we're gonna make use of. right? So Amazon Q Builder, let's see what that one is. $25 per month per user. Your business expert and your AWS expert that can transform the way that developers and IT professionals optimize and operate applications. So I was stunned by Amazon Q Business, but for $5 more, $5 more,
Money.
you also get an AWS expert. An AWS expert for $5 more, right? Includes all the capabilities of Amazon Q Business plus the following. You have, it's an expert in AWS. I've been up since 4:45 today. All right. It's been a long day. So bear with me as I find my speech patterns. All right. It is an expert in AWS. Amazon Q is trained on over 17 years worth of AWS knowledge and experience building in the cloud, including best practices, well-architected patterns, and solutions to help you get started faster, learn unfamiliar technologies, build new solutions, and spend less time on undifferentiated work like maintenance. So it is going to be our AWS solutions architect. It is already certified. It has already passed the test. Guess what? You are hired. For me to become AWS certified, solutions architect certified, it's going to just cost me $25 a month. That's what I'm talking about.
The only thing I'm addicted to right now is winning.
Yup. All right. So provides crisp guidance on AWS capabilities, services, and solutions. So I'll tell you this, right? This part right here is the stuff that I'm really, really interested in as a QA engineer, software developer, software engineer, whatever title you want to give me. I'm really interested in that, right? Assist with debugging, testing, and optimizing your code. Okay. When you use Amazon Q in your integrated development environment, IDE, i.e. PyCharm, i.e. IntelliJ, i.e. WebStorm, i.e. Visual Studios. I kid, I joke. Andrew, do not come after me tonight. Like, I know you're watching, Andrew. I know you're watching, but I was just joking. It was just a little jokey joke, all right? I love Visual Studios. All right. Anyways, let's keep going. So, let's see, where were we at? All right. It understands your code and helps you with your daily task like resolving bugs. You can ask Amazon Q to help. My code has an IO, input-output error. Can you provide a fix? And it will provide a suggestion you can add to your application with one click. Amazon Q can also create unit tests that it can insert into your code, write unit tests for the selected function. Q can even suggest optimized code for higher performance. Optimize my selected DynamoDB query, providing you a natural language recommendation on what to fix as well as the code to implement it. Oh my God, I'm so excited by this, right? I'm going to ask, I'm going to, you know what, we're probably going to continue with this maybe next week. I don't know, right? But I'm going to get into my IDE and I'm going to ask, can you write me test-driven unit tests, right? Because I'm curious, because if you're going to write unit tests based off the code that you wrote, can it write unit tests based on the code that you haven't wrote? That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm, my goodness. All right. So let's keep, I know I said I was going to read these, but this is so important to what we do here on this channel, right? Every single Tuesday, like Mondays, Wednesdays, Fridays, Thursday nights, Sunday afternoons, we are in the code. We are working. We are trying to figure things out. We are exploring. We are pushing forward. We are like the Buzz Lightyear of technology, right? So if we have a tool that can help us with it, like what if I don't have to go to Google to find it, right? I can just inside of my code, like, why is this failing? Right? I'm like, geez, What's going wrong? I just don't get it. And I will never, ever have to be like,
I hate it here. I want to go home.
nope, thanks to Amazon Q, I don't have to hate it here. I can just be very, very blissful. All right. So let's keep reading, right? Helps you optimize and troubleshoot applications. Amazon Q offers you personalized guidance, troubleshooting, and optimization for applications. Help me find the right EC2 instance to deploy my gaming app. I was just talking to someone the other day who's interested in like creating games, right? You see that? Where's Damien, right? It's going to help you with all this, right? It can analyze network connectivity and console errors. Why can't I connect my EC2 instance using SSH? By analyzing your end-to-end configuration and providing a diagnosis. This instance appears to be in a private subnet, so public accessibility may need to be established. Jesus Christ, Amazon Q, where were you this past Sunday? Where were you this past Sunday when I really, really needed you in my life? I had nobody to turn to but you were not there. But you're here now. You are here now. All right. So Q can also troubleshoot issues like Amazon S3 configuration errors with the push of a button. Whew. I'm sold. I am sold. Help developers get up to speed on unfamiliar code. Amazon Q can explain your code in natural language and provide details like which services the code uses and what various functions do, speeding the time to ramp up new developers and enabling experienced developers to work on unfamiliar projects without spending hours reviewing the code. Oh my God. And I'm going to say, Amazon Q, can you write comments for this code? Can you rename these methods to something that's like proper? That's proper, you know? I have to. I just have to come on full screen just for a second to say, I'm impressed by this. I am truly impressed by what I'm reading so far. I don't know if the other AIs can do this. I don't know. That's why I need Don, because he's more familiar with all the other AI platforms, right? But this right here, you know what? The projects that me and Don are working on, we might have to switch over to Amazon Q. We'll see. We shall see. All right. I just had to come full screen to say that. All right. So upgrade your accelerate feature development in Amazon Code Catalyst, our unified software development service for teams. You can assign Amazon Q backlog tasks just like you would a teammate. Oh boy. Oh my God. It's getting bad here. It is getting bad here because I'm really starting to hear.
I'm in a bind, Nate.
I'm starting to hear it now, right? Because it's literally saying right here, right, that Amazon Code Catalyst is going to be my teammate. It's going to be my employee, right? I can assign Amazon Q a backlog task, and Amazon Q generates a step-by-step plan for the feature. Once you approve, Amazon Q will write the code. It's going to write the code. You perform a code review, request network, request reworks, right? So I'm going to say, hey, Amazon Q. Amazon Q, you need to I mean, we're going to be giving Amazon Q like code reviews, approve and deploy.
Lunch break.
Let's just read through these other three real quick, right? Upgrades your code. Amazon Q can do code transformations for you. I just said it, right? I just said, right? Like, can you rewrite my method names? Starting with Java upgrades. This will reduce the time it takes from days to minutes, helping achieve the security benefits and realize the performance improvements from the latest language versions. I have a feeling that tomorrow morning, Natasha and I are going to hear on a very popular morning show that it's no longer cybersecurity. I can't even say it. It's no longer cybersecurity to go into. it's into whatever we call this type of stuff. How to properly speak to chatbots, right? To generative AI, right? Because this right here is going to be so crazy. Oh my god, like this is crazy. All right, let's finish up real quick. Turns your natural language instructions into SQL queries. Amazon Q can write SQL queries for you in Amazon Redshift, our petabyte scale data warehouse service. Just go to Amazon Redshift query editor and give Amazon Q instructions like create a SQL request to find the highest sales by buyer. And Amazon Q will provide SQL code recommendations based on your data, which you can add to your notebook in one step. And then available wherever you work, Amazon Q chat interface is available where developers and IT users work, including AWS Management Console, like we saw it over here a little bit, or on the other page we saw it, and AWS Console mobile app, Slack, Microsoft Teams using AWS Chatbot, popular IDs, and more. Whew, that was a lot, but I'm excited.
We the best.
All right, I'm gonna put 5 minutes up. We're gonna go to our chat real quick. And once we get done with the chat, we're gonna jump right back into this because we just finished getting all the descriptions. There's the pricing details and everything, but let's go to full screen. And we're gonna go back to building our application with. So Natasha says, data story sounds like dashboards on steroids. Also, don't do drugs, kids. Thank you for the disclaimer. Right? And I am not familiar. Is this your first time here, Tim? Tim, the developer, shout out to you.
I appreciate you.
He says, gotta love the digital assistants. Definitely do. And Natasha says, absolutely, Tim. I agree with you, Tim. Thank you for being here in the chat. I think this is my first time talking to you, and I look forward to talking to you on many, many more occasions. But yeah, like I wasn't sure what I was going to see because like yesterday in the morning show that I was doing, that was one of the news articles, right? Talking about the Amazon launching Amazon Q at its AWS reInvent, which my company was offered to be at the reInvent thing, but I don't think we were ready for that yet because like we were totally finished what we were working on. But it's like we'll be announcing some of that stuff at AWS, right? But maybe I'll get part of the presentation. I don't know. I'd love to talk about AWS reInvent. That'd be fun. Just I can talk on YouTube. Why not talk in front of a bunch of AWS people, right? So that's super cool. And Tim says it's his first time on a live. Thank you for being here. I am so happy to have you here, and I truly, truly appreciate you being here and contributing to the discussion. All right. So $20 for Amazon Q Business, $25 for Amazon Q Builder per user per month, which I think that with the value that it brings, right, it would definitely be worth it. So let's do some calculation real quick, right? While the timer's running, we'll keep working, right? Because we like to work. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna go to our share screen, and let's go to and bring my calculator. I want to do some math real quick, right? So this was from the the Q&A show when I was doing some calculations on people's bad decisions, right? So anyways, if we do $25 per month, let's say a company give me a number of developers a company might have. Let's say 100 maybe? That's 100 developers, right? So 100 developers, let's say you get Amazon Q or Amazon Q Builder for each of them. So that would be 25. That's $2,500 per month to get all your developers. Let's say developers, QA. I don't know. It might. I mean, depends on the size of the company, right? But let's say we have that. Imagine a startup where you might have maybe like 10, 20 developers, maybe 50 of. I don't think it's that much at a startup, right? That brings the price down low. So now let's do 2,500 times 12 for a year for $30,000 a year. $30,000 a year, right? That's 30,000. You can empower 100 developers for the year with Amazon Q Builder, where you get access to all the stuff that we just went over. In the IDE using Amazon Code Whisperer. I don't know. That seems like a steal to me. I don't know. All right. Anyways, let's go back. Right. So here we are. Let's see. I don't know what the unit thing is though. Did they talk about the unit thing over here anywhere? Did I close it? All right. Let's open it back. Oh, no, there it is. I'm not sure what the unit thing is. Let's see. Available in Amazon Q applications with no user-based charges during preview. All right, so Amazon Q Index is charged for units of 20K documents at a rate
Move
of...
on, back to work, chop chop, let's go. Come on, get a move on. Back to work, back to work, back to work.
All right. We were already working. Jeez, all right, 20 minutes.
It's time to do.
So, available during the preview period. So Amazon Q Index is charged for 20K documents at a rate of 14 cents per hour, $100 per month to support your business knowledge. You can start with 1 unit and add additional storage units as required. Each storage unit includes 100 hours of connector usage per month. Minimum of 10 users for Amazon Q application with knowledge of your business. Okay, I don't know. I'm not sure what that part means, but okay. So what's this? I'm going down a rabbit hole here, right? I don't know. All right, let's keep going. Right. So let's say we need 1. Let's just go with 1 for now, right? Oh, can I go for 1? Let me see. All right, let's do that. Let me see. Let's leave that as is, right? Or we go to next. A sample data set is available to experiment. Sample documents covered. All right. So let's do web crawler. Maybe I'll do. Yeah, let's do a web crawler for now. Let's see what we can connect to. So let's add a web crawler. And source URL. Let's do my website. That's not my website. All right, let's do that. URLs must all share the same authentication, or you can choose no authentication. If authentication is different for each URL, create a new connector instance. Okay. So TCR website. And let's go with no authentication. Let's see. I'm just going to leave all these settings as is for now, right? Because we'd have to like go really, really deep into each of them to figure that out. So let's see. Let's just click on just to add data source. Is there anything? All right. So how often do you want your data source to sync? Let's do run on demand for now. And then, because I don't really need to do that. All right, so let's do that. Okay, we need to choose an IAM role. So let's do let's do that one. All right, let's see if we can keep going. Is there something else missing? All right, we need oh god. All right. Let's do that. And let's add data source. All right, cool. Here we are. Our data source is added. Let's see. Is there anything else we can add? Let's add our Jira. Oh, let's add our GitHub actually. Data source. Let's call that Tech Coach Ralph GitHub. And I don't think I have this one. But I don't know. Let's oh. Let me see. What we'll do. Because I don't think I have the organization one. But we will all right, so we'll go back to when I configure I'm gonna configure my GitHub as an organization. And then we can we'll add the GitHub. Let's see what else we have. Maybe Jira. Let's see. And we will do, what is my Jira address? Let me see. This is crazy. Jira. Oops, that's not where I click. All right. Copy that. Oops. Let's see if this is going to work. We need HTTPS. Oops. Oh, why is that not working? You want Jira account? Add Jira URL to fetch configurations. I thought let me see something. I don't know why that wouldn't work because that is a Jira address. Huh. That's interesting. Maybe there's a different, because you don't normally use Jira.com. All right, we'll look into that a little bit more. So let's keep looking. So let's do info. They don't have any help on it yet. Let me see something. So if I go here. Oh, that doesn't look good. Not sure what's going on with their website. But usually Jira sites go through Atlassian, but I don't know. Okay, whatever. Let's keep going. Let's see. Still work in progress. Let's keep looking. So, all right, let's see. So I don't think Jared's gonna work tonight. Let's keep looking around, see what we have. Go back. That would have been a good one though. Let's see what else we have in here. Let me see. Let's try. Let's connect our Slack. I'll say TCR Slack. And let me find my Slack information. Let's see here. Let me see. That should be this. And I don't know if I can share this information actually. Does it matter? You know what? I am going to. I'm not sure if this matters, but I'm not going to share that part. Because I don't know who's watching. I don't know what kind of hackers we have out there. Let's go here real quick. And I really like that green background, I must say. All right, so let's go back. And we are here. We don't need secrets. We don't need this. We're going to choose the identity access management role, which we reviewed 3 Wednesdays ago. We did a breakdown of that position, so definitely good stuff. Types of content to crawl. Oh my goodness, it can crawl public and private channels. Group messages, private messages it can crawl. Huh. Now that's a bit interesting. I wonder how it does that. I guess it could crawl your own private messages. Let's see all channels. Let's leave private out for now. And include bot messages, include archive messages, start crawl date. Let's say this one go. And add to include. Okay, we don't need to do that. Full sync, new model. All right, full sync because it's the first time. Sync run schedule. Let's say on demand for now. And Slack field name, emoji, title, authors, URLs. Add a data source. Something's not right. All right, let me see what's not right. I don't trust you guys. Let's see. What am I missing? Secrets manager. All right, you can see this. So AWS secret manager. Let's create and add a new secret. So we're going to need to create an access token in Slack. So let me go to the Slack website to see how to create this token. So we are going to go to, let me see. Where is this in Slack? Where is this in Slack? All right, let's Google it up real quick. And here's the thing, right? When we do these software explorations, there is so many other things that we're learning at the same time, right? Create Slack token. All right, so we're creating a Slack API token. We want to, if you want to just get started with a token, that'll work most with the most commonly used Slack APIs. Your app will be ready to send messages, browse data about a workspace, and if you connect with socket mode, you'll receive real-time events. All right. How do we do it? Let's see. How do you enable it? All right. So let's see. But where do you create the token? If you want, you can just use this token for your own atomic purpose. So there should be something around here to create a token. I wonder if Slack, ooh. Natasha, I wonder if Amazon Q can be used in Discord. You think about that. Amazon Q in Discord. All right, so I need to find where to create this token, right? Where do you create the token? Let's see if I go here. And do I go here maybe? Create your first app, maybe? I don't know. All right, generate token. So let me hide this from you guys, because you don't need to be seeing my tokens. Generate. Oh, you can't see it empty ways, right? So this is how Slack looks when you create a token, right? So there's going to be a access token and a refresh token. So we are going to go to copy. And let me go here, and I'm going to put it inside of AWS. Oh, that's a long one. All right, cool. So save. All right. So let's go back to here. So remember, a few, maybe like last month, maybe sometime, we had did a software expiration on AWS Secrets Manager. And look at that. It's coming into play now because Amazon is smart. They use their own technology. So they are using AWS Secrets Manager to store your Slack token the same way you're probably using that to store your Jira token and whatever it is that you're using from the API keys to connect. That's what they're going to be using, right? So we have that done. I think that is everything for now. So let's give that a add data source. And we are off into the races, right? So let's, I don't think we're going to connect any other things right now because I don't have anything else to connect right now, right? Let me see. I don't have a Confluence to connect. Let's say cloud. Let me see. I could connect to my Google Drive, I guess. But no, we're good for now. Let's leave it as that. All right. Click on finish. And we have, this is here. Tech Coach Ralph website stuff. Let's click here and let's do preview web experience. So web experience, Amazon Q. Oh, okay. So it's going to look like this. So let's say title. Tech Coach Ralph. I don't know. Let's go with that. Your generative AI. Oh, let's do Tech Coach Ralph, Amazon. It's too long, but whatever. Or TCR. Let's do that. TCR. And your generative and we want to what we say our subtitles, like let's say creating more time daily. Yeah, I like that. I'm your AI assistant. Enter a prompt to start. Yeah, okay, that's fine. All right. Okay, display sample. Oops. Went too fast. All right, so here is our preview for the web. Let's close this stuff out. Close that. All right, so let's move this over. So Amazon, so TCR times Amazon Q, creating more time daily. Enter a prompt. I don't know if this is gonna work, but because we haven't scanned the site yet, but let's say what Udemy course did you recommend for learning automation? I don't know if it's gonna work because we haven't did the we haven't did the sync yet, right? Because there's no sources. So let's go back to Cali. Let's see. Let's go back.
Lunch break! Lunch break!
All right. Let me get some water because I am thirsty. All right. Whew, let's put 3 minutes. 5 minutes is way too long for this because I am so eager to get back. I cannot wait 5 minutes. All right. Let's go with 3 minutes. All right. So my bestie Natasha says Amazon Q plus Discord could be fun, especially for enhanced search. And guess what? This would be my favorite part about this, right? You won't have to memorize everything anymore, right? I tell you, you'll say, "Hey, when like I'm looking for somebody who knows about networking, different computers," and she'll be like, "Oh, well, this person mentioned it on February 27th of 2021 at 7:15 a.m. about how they are building servers and they're networking them, and they have some servers that are Mac OS and that are Windows and that are Linux, and how they get them all working together." And you reach out to them, like they can definitely help you. And I'm like, how do you remember that, Natasha? How do you remember all those details? All right, I might be exaggerating a little bit, but I'm telling you, she knows all this stuff, right? She's probably not sharing all of that, but she knows it, right? So I'm just giving her a hard time. All right. So yeah, I think that'd be a very, very cool idea. And I'm gonna see. Why not? Why can we not see if we can integrate Amazon Q with Discord? I'm gonna do some research on it, and maybe that'll be another live stream. I don't know. We'll see. But I think that'll be awesome. I have my dev Discord server that we are experimenting on, and how to create chatbots. So I mean, if anybody wants to experiment on Discord and creating chatbots and stuff like that, and sampling out the ones that exist, let me know. Leave me a comment or send me an email, whatever, and we can play around on Discord to see what we can create as well. All right. So I can't wait to get back. 1 minute is way too long. So let's just go back right now, right? Let's. She's so amazing. I'll tell you, she's amazing. All right. Let's go to let's go back. I can't wait. I cannot wait. So where's our stuff? Let's go to get started. All right, so here's that, and I guess we have to deploy it, right? Or we have to say, okay, so here, let's sync, right? We are gonna do let's sync now. So right now it's going to be crawling our website. Allegedly. That was pretty quick. Let's go.
It's time to do.
So this might be our last 20-minute segment working on this. And we might go a little over. Who knows, right? But because I have a call at 10 o'clock, right? So gonna be chatting about some cybersecurity stuff. So yeah, so let's keep working through this. I clicked on sync now, nothing really happened. Let's see. Let's see. Can we refresh this? Let's try this one as well. Sync now. That's so quickly. Why is it going so fast? Did it really sync? Let me refresh the page. Let me refresh the page. Okay, it's syncing. There we go. There. So, I mean, that's a bug that it went straight back to idle and not showing you that it was syncing. But, it's still in preview. I'm sure the Amazon QA people are going to realize that. But you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to look up some of the QAs in Amazon AWS to see who's working on Amazon Q. And I'm going to send them this video saying, hey, you know what? I was playing around with Amazon Q, sampling it out, see how it works. Really amazing software. Would love to connect with you. I'd love to have a conversation about the work that you're doing on Amazon Q, That's networking. That is effective networking. I have a whole video in the Patreon about how to effectively network on LinkedIn. Not the time wasting effort that they have you do, like connecting with everybody in your boot camp who can't really do anything for you. Connect with effective people, and that's how you're gonna level up. Like I was listening to a couple of people, like I heard Tech Niche talk about it. There's this lady, oh my god, what is her name on YouTube? Coffee with somebody, right? But I was tuning into her program, and she responded to my comment. Very cool stuff. I forgot her name though. Probably can't find it now anyways, but very, very cool. So our sync is happening. I should have kicked it off earlier. I didn't realize that, but I should have kicked it off earlier. But things are happening, looking good. Let me try to refresh again to see what happens, because I don't have that much stuff to crawl through. Still syncing. Wonder if we can see. Let's see if we click on this, what happens. Let's see. Oh, let's view it in CloudWatch, see what's going on. CloudWatch is like metrics tracking that AWS has. So right now it's logging all of our stuff. Let's see, run query maybe. Resource not found, AWS business. It does not exist for account ID. Let's see. Log groups maybe, let's see. Traces. Huh. So probably because I haven't set up anything for CloudWatch, I'm guessing. I'm not too familiar with CloudWatch. Like I know how to get to it because we use it at work, how to navigate through it and stuff like that. But I'm not really familiar with the whole setup behind it and stuff like that. There's not really anything for us to see at the moment. But that's fine. Let's close that out. Let's go back over here. It says it's crawling to our website, or this one is crawling Slack. Start time November 2023. So right now the crawl takes long because it's the first initial crawl. But like when you crawl like on a schedule or subsequently, like let's say you crawl like every hour or something, right? Or every day, depending on the needs of your company. It'll be a lot faster because there's not as much to be crawling. Let's see. Mhm. So now it's crawling and indexing. So crawling, so when it's crawling, it's going through everything, right? When it's indexing, it's like organizing it, right? So if you ever been to the library, which I hope you have, I used to work at a library actually during one of my summers. I think when I was 16, I was working at a library, the local library, and I learned all about like the I forgot the name of it, but like the system of how they organize the like how to find books, the categories, and all that type of stuff. So I was like, I was one of the ones like putting the new checkout cards and return date cards on the new books and stuff like that. Receiving new books, getting rid of old books, all of that good stuff. So indexing is pretty much what it's doing, right? It's building its catalog of whatever it is it's looking for, right? So let's go back to this one. Let's see how the website is doing. The website is still going through as well. I don't know how long it's gonna take. Not sure how long it's gonna take. And if you wanted to check the like the admin section, then you'd have to do authentication and you'd use the AWS Secrets Manager to store your credentials to get into there. But I only need it to crawl the public facing stuff, right? But let's say you had like some type of on your website, like customers can log into it and do something, then you would probably want to put your credentials to be able to catalog that information. So when you use Amazon Q, it can search that as well. Let's see. This is taking some time, which it's expected for crawling, but oh my goodness, I wish it would be a lot faster because I don't want to spend the whole 12 minutes waiting for this thing to crawl. So after you deploy, there's going to be a URL given, right? So I really want to create. So I think I'm going to have to go and create my GitHub as an organization. So then I can get it in here. So then we can use it in our PyCharm and our WebStorm and all of that, so that we can actually use all those features, right? Because trust me, I would pay in a heartbeat $25 a month to be able to use these services because it's going to help me with everything that I do, everything. Let's see what we got going on here. Let's go here. Okay, so still thinking. So I want to get one of them in there. Oh, something failed. All right, unable to fetch customer secret using AWS Kendra. Okay, so that's good to hear. So we need to, and here is where the identity and access management stuff comes into play. We went thoroughly through it. It was like a 50-minute video where we were talking about that. So this error says unable to fetch customer secrets error from secrets manager service. It's not authorized. So it's not. All right, so we need to go and, all right, so we're going to take this tab over here and we're going to go to actually, let's try this real quick, right? Where is the Amazon Q thingy? Amazon Q, where are you? Not that. Oh, here we go. So, why did the TCR Slack data source fail its sync? Let's see if this works. A few reasons that it failed, right? Oh, so this is okay. Look at that. Look at that. Live and in action, right? Why did it fail? And there's a few reasons that the TCR Slack data source sync may fail in Amazon Kindra, but I'm not using Amazon Kindra, right? Okay. Invalid or expired credentials. The Slack authentication token provided in the data source configuration may be. It wasn't that. It wasn't that. Network issues. Slack. No, it's not that. To troubleshoot, first check your Slack. So I think, and see that's the part with I'm not using Kendra, right? So let's see real quick. Unable to fetch customer secret from secret manager using assumed role Q business application. So the Kendra Lambda role needs to be authorized to do get secret on this. So now we're going to dive into some identity and access management stuff, right? Like you are getting it all tonight. Like, oh my goodness. So we are going to go to IAM and we're going to go here, get some more water. Remind me later. And we want to do let me see. Roles. No. All right, so here. So let's see what that error was again. Unable to fetch customer secret from secret manager service. Is not authorized to perform. So it needs authorization to perform it. So we are going to go here. And we are going to edit. And we want secret manager. And here's the thing, right, about authorization and authentication and stuff like that, and giving the least amount of rights needed. So we're going to go with get secret value, which is what it was currently looking for right here. Let's try that. What is this? Add a resource, maybe? So to specify the resource type. Secrets. I don't think so. So let's go with that. Get secret. Let's go with next. And let's do save. Let's see. Roles. Let me see. That's where we just were, actually. Entities attached. I'm going to try to run that over again. And let's do sync now. And while it's doing its thing, let's check on our website at least. So the website is still syncing. No, that's so which one is this? Okay, so let's go back over here. Let's see if the website is done. The website also failed. Why is that? Let's see what's going on. Access denied when Amazon Q put batch. When Amazon Q business batch put document API, please check your data source. I am raw. All right, so we need. All right, so here we are. We need the batch put document API. So, like, we are learning a lot right now, right? Because we're learning how to configure. Not only are we learning about Amazon Q, we're also learning how to configure it, right? So, you know, let's see. Oh, that's not where we want to go, though. Let's go to this one. We want to do permissions. And we want to edit this. We want to that's not where I wanted this. I want add new statement. That's why the other one's isn't gonna work, right? But we want to go to Q. So let's check that one first for the website, right? We want Amazon Q business batch put document. Where are we? I think we can close this one out. Close that one out. So let's search for batch. Batch put document. Let's do that. Can I give this statement a name? Let's call it. Let's say Amazon Q application. Documents. I don't know. Whatever. Because we're gonna tear this down later, anyways, and rebuild. Missing required resource cannot be empty. Oh, add a resource then. And Q business resource. All resources. All right. So I mean that's probably not the best for our identity and access management, but we are learning, right? We're learning. So cut us some slack here, all right? Next. So I should add one for we'll revisit the Slack one real quick. But I have it's only 9:30. We have time.
Lunch break! Lunch break!
Let's keep looking. So we have that. All right. So let's try to re-index our website. Let's see if we were able to add access to it. And I'm pretty sure the other one is going to fail though. Let's close these. So this one, we're still syncing though. Let's see. Taking its precious time. But I'm curious. I'm not sure if this is going to work, but we'll see. All right. But yeah. So anyways, while that's happening, let's go here. Right. I'll put 3 minutes on, but we don't have I'll put the time up, but we don't have to go for the full time. We don't have to go for the full ending time because like I said, I want to take like 5 minutes before I jump into my next meeting. But let's see what's going on. So, what do you guys think so far? Amazon Q. We're trying to configure it to crawl my website and to crawl my Slack. But we're learning together. I'm trying to see what's going on. I think it's super cool. What I'll do, if this is not done syncing before we wrap up, then I will talk tomorrow morning. We'll see what we have, and maybe we'll use Amazon Q to get the show started. Maybe ask it a question or two about, who knows what. And we can go from there, I don't know. But so far, I am very impressed about the capabilities we do have. And I'm also impressed that it is forcing us to get familiar with the identity and access management section of AWS and how it works. So that's really cool as well. Yeah, I would say try it out, right? It doesn't cost anything to create an AWS organization, and you'll get to use a free tier. For the first year, right? You get to use whatever's on the free tier, for free, right? And in AWS or Amazon Q is currently in preview mode, and it's still not that expensive anyway. So I'd definitely say to try it. Which are the reason that I'm doing this is because you see, we're fumbling and mumbling our way through it, but this is what software exploration is, right? This is what software exploration is. So Natasha says it is Chat GPT, Bard, and other generative AI turbocharged with AWS. The price is pretty good too. Yep, I totally agree. I can see this coming for companies integrating this very, very soon. The Chat GPT, the Bard, and stuff like that can be for, even if you have a small business, right? You can integrate something like this. But Chat GPT, personal stuff, not entirely sure. You can do some stuff with it, right? With Chat GPT 4, but I don't know if it can integrate the way that AWS is integrating all of their we saw the list of resources, right? So if while this is doing its thing, if we go and take a look at let's say we were to add a data source. We couldn't sync the following data source at 9 times, unable to fetch customer secret, errors from the secret manager. Not authorized. So I have to look into that, right? But what I wanted to show is it can index your S3, right? It can all of these that it can do, which is pretty amazing to be honest with you. I'm gonna probably go back and connect a bunch of these stuff to it so I can see how it works on my stuff. But this is very, very impressive, right? Yeah, let's we'll do another 10 minutes and then I'll wrap it up, right? Let's put 10 minutes on the clock. because I need to end the show, so we'll do another 10 minutes on the clock. Because I'm really intrigued by this, but gotta take our meetings, right? So let's see what this says. Let's go here, and let's see what failed. So this still failed. This is still running. But all right, so let's do it like this. Let's go here. So I can see the error. I can know what to look for. And let's look at our identity and access management roles. So, unable to error from secret manager service. Assume the role. So roles. Queue business application. And AWS Kendra data provider. Queue business. Copy. Allowed services. Let's see, we do that. We edit. Let's say Kendra. But it's not permission, is it? Let me see. Is there anything for connector? There's not. See something. Add a new statement. Let me see. Kendra. The role of Kendra. Let's say add more permission. I don't think it's Kendra though. Let me see. We'll do this. Actions allowed. Let's say all Kendra actions for now, right? And we're also going to do add. And we're going to do secret. And we're going to say secret value. And let's go here. All right, whatever. Let's see. So here we are. And move this back in here. Move this to the front of the congregation. This is still syncing. Let's see what's going on here. I don't know if it's gonna fail. Why does it take so long to fail if it can't connect, right? I don't. This one I'm not sure if right, but this other one it took forever to sync just to tell us that it wasn't right. It's annoying, but okay. Let's see. Let's see here. Let's click over here real quick one more time. Dang, Dawn. You just got off work. It's 6:42, man. My goodness, they working you over there. Yeah, we've been exploring Amazon Q tonight, right? Trying to figure out this identity and access management stuff to get it to sync. But if not today, then definitely next time. I have to jump off in like I have 4 minutes before I jump off anyways. But thank you for stopping by. Yeah, I'm sure it's that's the life that we chose, right? But I love it. I love it. All right. I'll keep monitoring this. I'll keep trying to mess with it to get the sync to work. But it is all good in the hood. Let's go here. I would like to see something sync though, right? The Slack is probably going to fail again, but I don't think the web crawler should fail because it only needed the access that we gave it to for the get documents. Yep. There is Dawn. Service role. So this is the IAM role. So under this role, I'm going. So while this is running, right? Let's do preview web experience. Might still have it up somewhere. Let's close out some of these tabs. Some of these tabs. Let's go here. So let's do preview web experience. And let's see if there's anything that has let's see anything that has been all right. Let's see. See if it's able to find anything yet. Still nothing yet. No sources yet. It's still working on it. Still working on it. Let's see. Oh, we're still in preview mode. Let's get out of preview. Oh, how do I get out? Let's see. I don't know how to get out. Oh, the applications. So let's go here. I think this thing is still happening for the website and for the Slack. So we might have to find out next time. Where do you want the website to? So if anything, if it's done tonight, then tomorrow morning I can preview it, and then on Sunday we can take a look at before we get into Terraform, right? Because all this stuff is interconnected, it's related, right? But on Sunday we can take a quick cruise in Amazon Q on whatever gets synced, whether it's from Slack or it gets synced from the website. We can see something happening, right? That'll be very, very cool. But let's see. could take a few minutes to a few hours. Depends on how much data you have over there, right? So just gotta wait and see. So I'm gonna let it run. And then
Lunch break! Lunch break!
yeah, I mean they're not even. All right, we'll let that go, and we will touch bases on it again tomorrow morning because it should be done by then. And bring the timer down. And but yeah, like Jan said, there's slow and charge. They're slow and charge power. No sense to be fast. So I don't even think I'm not even sure if they're charging anything right now. But yeah, I mean we're learning about it. We're finding it out. So it's gonna be pretty cool. I'm just waiting for this to be done. But that is our software explorations, part 1 at least, through Amazon Q. We went over everything that it can do. We are trying to configure it. We actually configured it, but we're getting hung up a little bit on the identity and access. But it is going through indexing. Oh, wait a second. Wait, just wait a second. Take a look at that. It is currently indexing our site, right? The crawling is done. So that means it has all of our data. It is building the pretty much database right now, right? The indexes of our data on the website so that when we do go and search for whatever we're searching for, it should, this, I don't know. Let's see what happens. What does the preview do? Let's see. Let's see if this works yet. Let's see if it works yet. Or do we have to deploy it first? It doesn't say no sources. Because before it said no sources, right? Let me see. Tell me something about the website. I'm just curious to see what we can find. Maybe it can't tell us. Okay, so still no sources, right? Probably because it's not done. So which is fine. I was just a little curious, a little anxious. Or do we have to deploy it first before we can see it? But it is what it is, right? So anyways, it's 9:50 over here. I have got to get going. So tomorrow morning, we'll see what we can do with Amazon Q. And we're going to get into our Git branching. So that's the show for tonight. Thank you so much, everyone who tuned in. I hope that you had a great time. I really do. I had an amazing time. I am so excited about the Amazon Q for business and for like developers and stuff like that. I forgot the name of it. What is the name of it again? It is. I closed it, but whatever. I'm excited about it. Gonna work with Don to see what me and Don are gonna talk about it. I can't even tell you what we're gonna talk about, but we have some amazing things coming out. Happy that he got off work and he gets to pretty much get to his other job, but it is what it is. So if you had a great time here and you found this information very, very informative, do me a big favor. Go ahead and subscribe to the channel. Hit the notification button so you can know every single time that we go live. Like the video, share the video, leave me a comment. Thank you to everyone who showed up in the chat. Thank you so much, Natasha. Thank you so much, Don. Thank you so much, D. Thank you to the first time interaction with Tim, the developer. Shout out to you, Tim. Thank you so much for being here.
I appreciate you.
And thank you everyone for being here as well. I had an amazing time. But, before I let you guys go, I have just one question for you.
Are you not entertained? Are you not entertained? Is this not why you are here?
I am very entertained. So, and Natasha, it is always a pleasure to go through these different technologies and, to help out. And I appreciate you for being here as always. It is always a major honor and a blessing for me when you are helping me throughout the night. So that being said, I am going to let you guys go. I will see you guys in the morning. Look out for the bug bite coming out tomorrow, and then we will be live again on Sunday afternoon to go through some more of Terraform. But until then, you guys have an amazing night. This is Tech Coach Ralph bringing you Amazon Q. I am signing off, and I will see you guys in the morning.
You might think that getting into the IT field is impossible without a computer science degree, but Tech Coach Ralph is here to prove you wrong. Get ready for some jaw-dropping revelations on how to break into this lucrative industry. Listen up, tech enthusiasts! Are you ready to break through into the IT field, but feel like you need a computer science degree to make it happen? Think again! Tech Coach Ralph has some exclusive, mind-blowing secrets to share with you. Get ready to be blown away by his jaw-dropping revelations on how to break into the tech industry without a computer science degree. So get your notepad ready, because Tech Coach Ralph is going to change your life forever. Buckle up, because you're about to embark on a journey to success in the IT field.
Hear me, warriors of the North. Today we have tasted the sweet nectar of victory. Our foes may defeated, and their lands are now bowed before us. The gods themselves have favored our glorious deeds on this glorious day. We have shed blood, sweat, and tears to claim this land. Our relentless spirit, our unyielding determination. These are the very essence of our people. The spirit of our ancestors rejoice in the halls of Valhalla. For today, we have added to their eternal glory. Our victories will echo throughout the ages, and our names will be etched in the annals of history. But let us not forget the present pain, the brothers and sisters we lost. They now feast in the hall of our forefathers, watching over us with pride. Their sacrifice has paved the way for this moment of triumph. Having celebrated this conquest, let us also remember that our journey is far from over. More land awaits our conquest, more battles upon us forth. Let the fire in our hearts burn ever brighter, for there is no limit to what we can achieve. To those who dare stand against us, let them tremble in fear, for they shall witness the fury of the northern storm, the wrath of the untamed barbarians. Today we celebrate our victory. Tomorrow we set our sights on new horizons, a charted land where our banners will fly high. We are Vikings, we're barbarians, we are masters of conquest.